Hey, it's LSF here today. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the changes for the 2026 Lexus NX for the United States. We've talked about Canada a few weeks ago, and now officially the United States have produced their press release for the 2026 NX. And if you're considering an NX or you're just curious about what's coming, you'll want to stick around. And we've got some discontinued models, some new options, and yes, some price increases to talk about. Let's kick off things with the biggest news. For 2026, Lexus is discontinuing the entire NX250 lineup. Well, we've talked about this when we talked about Canada and even previous videos already. So the NX250, the entry level is gone for United States as well. If you're one of the ones who really want an NX250, the window is closing because you can only get a 2025 model. Another detail to note right off the bat is the delivery processing and handling fee, or DPH, has seen a slight bump. For 2025, it was $1,150, and in 2026, it's increased to $1,295. Something to keep in mind when you look at those MSRPs, because off the bat, it has gone up $145. But that's not all about what's leaving. Lexus is also expanding the NX lineup in some interesting ways. The biggest addition is a new and more accessible entry point to the NX350h hybrid model. For 2026, we now have a front-wheel drive option for the NX350h. This is fantastic news for those who want fuel efficiency of the hybrid but don't need or want to pay for an all-wheel drive option. So in Canada, all NX350h's are all-wheel drive. But now in the United States, there is an option to just get a front-wheel drive one. We're talking about the NX350h front-wheel drive, which starts about $45,470. with the premium, luxury, and even the F-Sport handling available in the front-wheel drive. This significantly lowers the barrier to the entry of the hybrid, making it a more of a compelling option. Lexus is also adding some new trim combinations, giving buyers more choice. We'll now see an NX350h F-Sport handling, and for the plug-in hybrid, there's an NX450h Plus all-wheel drive premium grade. Makes the plug-in hybrid more accessible than before, starting at $59,105, which is a big deal. Now let's look into the numbers. To really understand the full scope of changes, we need to look at entire lineup, what's staying, what's new, and what's leaving all in one place. This table shows the whole story. As you can see at the top, the entire NX250 lineup is marked as discontinued for 2026. So then there's really no comparison here. You can definitely see the entry level is $41,000, almost $42,000 US. It goes all the way to $46,000. Now in 2026, when you look at it, the entry level is $45,000. So meaning a top trim NX250 all-wheel drive is where the NX350h front-wheel drive starts. You can definitely see the gap is definitely about $3,500 difference from a starting point. So the NX250 disappearing, making the NX $3,500 more. So the interesting thing is the new models. So you can see here where we have new models. These are the new trims that we see for 2026. So the entire front-wheel drive entry point at $45,470, and that adds also the F-Sport handling. So F-Sport handling packages are now available as well. And also for the NX450h Plus, now we have the premium, which is a little bit lower than the luxury, not that much lower really. If you look at it, it's about $4,000 lower. And it's the new model, so the entry point is definitely a little bit more affordable. So this table really visualizes the strategy for 2026. Lexus is moving away from entry-level gas engine and doubling down on its hybrid offering, which now has more options and at new price points. So here you see for most models for the NX350, it's gone up $395. But when you look at the F Sport, it has gone up $1,760. I don't know why it's gone up that much. And then when you look at the 350H, new models coming in, so really from an entry standpoint, we're talking about $1,500 less than previous, but now the older models have gone up $745. So this is a little bit different from what we saw in Canada, where the NX350H took most of the increase, even though at this point it is as well. And then for the NX450H Plus, you can see that it's gone up $645. So moderate increase. And you can keep in mind that the NX350 and the 350H are made in Ontario, Cambridge, Canada, which means there are some tariffs tacked on top. But with the increases that we're seeing, it's not that significant. And then when you look at the Japan-made NX450H Plus, $645 is definitely a lot less than the tariffs that we're seeing that are added when it comes from Japan. Follow me on Instagram at LSFT Videos. You can see updates on my experience with the NX450H Plus, which may not be shown on any future videos. You can reach out to me via direct messaging if you have any questions on your Lexus. If you like this video, you can provide me feedback in the comments below, like this video, share it with your friends. This definitely will help with the YouTube algorithms. Press the subscribe button and bell icon and get notified when new videos show up. And lastly, if you want to support me further, you can provide me a super thanks, or visit my Amazon storefront before you purchase anything from Amazon, or you can purchase products from the list on the items that I've been using with my vehicle or at home at no extra cost to you. And now let's continue with the video. Alright, now let's put the two hybrid setups head to head. Both the front-wheel drive and the all-wheel drive share the same excellent 2.5-liter four-cylinder paired with electric motors producing 240 horsepower. Now, the all-wheel drive system on the NX Hybrid is pretty sophisticated. Instead of a traditional drive shaft running to the back, it uses a second independent electric motor on the rear axle. This motor kicks in instantly when the vehicle detects it needs the extra traction. So where's the trade-off? It comes to performance versus a slight edge in fuel economy. So when we talk about acceleration, the all-wheel drive model is significantly quicker, 0 to 60 in 7.2 seconds, thanks to that instant rear wheel assist. The front-wheel drive model is a full second slower, 0 to 60, 8.2 seconds. For the day-to-day drivings, you may not notice it, but if you value quicker acceleration, that's a major point for the all-wheel drive. Now for fuel economy. As you expect, the front-wheel drive version does have an advantage, but it's a small one. The front-wheel drive model has an EPA estimated rating of 40 miles per gallon combined, and the all-wheel drive is just right behind it with 39 miles per gallon combined. So definitely, from a horsepower standpoint, from a MPG, from a performance, you're having 1 second slower, improve 1 MPG, but from a horsepower standpoint, it's the same. So the choice is yours. Do you want the all-weather security and notably faster acceleration with the all-wheel drive for the cost of 1 MPG? Or do you want a slightly better fuel economy and lower starting price for a new front-wheel drive model? It's a great option to have in a lineup, and it does give customers more choice. So for exterior colors, 2025 NX offered 11 exterior colors, and now in 2026 that has dropped to 8. That's a big decrease, right? So when you look at it, 11 for 2025, there was Eminent White Pearl, Atomic Silver, Cloudburst Gray, Caviar, Redline, Nori Green Pearl, Grecian Water, Ultra White, Obsidian, Ultrasonic Blue Mica 2.0, and Copper Crest. So then when you look at 2026, there are a bunch that has been removed and some colors have now shown up. Atomic Silver remains, Cloudburst Gray, Caviar, Copper Crest, brand new coming in, Infra replacing Redline, Nori Green Pearl, Grecian Water, and Ultra White. So what's missing? Eminent White Pearl is no longer available. Ultrasonic Blue Mica 2.0 is also no longer available. And also Obsidian is removed as well. So just to wrap up, the interior colors has not changed, so those are still available. At this point, we have not seen any information on the Lexus.com website, so we can't compare features, but from a high level, we are seeing these changes. So for the 2026 Lexus NX is shaping up to be quite a different offering. We're saying goodbye to the NX 250, welcome a more flexible hybrid option, front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive. We're seeing across the board price increases. What do you think? What do you think about these changes? And what do you take on the front-wheel drive versus the all-wheel drive debate for the hybrid? Is a 1 second faster 0 to 60 time worth the extra cost and with one less MPG? Let me know what you choose in the comments below. Everybody was expecting 2026 to be a refresh year, and unfortunately it is not. We're hoping the 2027 model year will be a refresh model year. They're offering a little bit more in US with the front wheel drive option, but other than that, it's still the same NX. What do you think about this? What do you think about removing the colors? Do you think that Lexus has made the wrong decision and have not provided a bigger change? Let me know in the comments below. I hope that you found that this video was informative, and until next video, drive safely. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please comment, like, share this video, and if you want to see more videos like this, you can subscribe to my channel and press that bell icon to get notified when new videos are posted. And if you'd like to support this channel, you can provide me a super thanks. And until next time, cheers.